It's the Dear Auntie podcast with your favorite aunties, Carm and Co.
Talk to me. What's going on with you?
You need advice, and they've got the answers. Auntie gon' keep it real.
Hey, Auntie. Hey, Auntie. Hey, Auntie.
Welcome back to the Dear Auntie podcast. You are tuned in with your favorite aunties.
Yes.
She is
Carmen.
I am Co. And we're excited to bring y'all as much of this auntie advice as we can muster up because we're just figuring some stuff out ourselves.
We're just working through it. We're working through it.
So this is not an expert-based podcast.
It isn't.
This is an advice-based podcast.
But like I say, like I like to say, we have a PhD in life.
We do.
Yeah,
Lived experience
absolutely.
is very valuable.
So let's get into it. First of all, how are you feeling?
Wait, girl, before we get into it,
What we got to do?
Wagwan!
Hey,
Wagwan!
Jamaica.
Everything Irie over here at the Dear Auntie podcast. Listen, I've been trying to learn patois
I forgot
for...
you're Jamaican.
I'm Jamaican, but I'm real fake because I have been trying to learn patois for years. Somebody please call 911. Come teach me
Help her.
patois.
Help her,
yes, I want to learn
please.
really bad. But what are y'all doing over there in Jamaica where y'all are tapped in?
Y'all are
tuned
doing
in?
something, but whatever you're doing, we love it.
We love it. We appreciate it. We have been on
Absolutely.
the top charts in Jamaica for 2 weeks now. I think we were at the number 4 spot. That's as high as we've gotten, right? Am
Okay,
I lying?
yeah, I think
Is that
so.
it? Okay,
I think
okay.
so.
Number 4 spot. So
Yeah.
somebody is tuning in. Somebody is tapping in. We appreciate you. We appreciate the support. And if you have not yet subscribed to the show on audio platforms and YouTube, make sure you do that. Also, make sure you leave your girls a 5-star review.
And I can't wait to get to Jamaica. I'm ready.
We coming. Have you been to Jamaica?
I have.
I've never been to Kingston.
I love it. Where did I go? I don't even remember where I went, but it was
Montego Bay?
amazing. Yep.
Yep,
Montego
That's where most
Bay.
people go.
And it was amazing.
That's the beachy side, and supposedly Kingston is like the New York of
Oh, okay.
Jamaica. So, a different vibe.
I'm going to have to go to Kingston next
Right,
time.
we got to check it out.
Yeah.
We coming,
Yeah.
is what we're trying to say.
Love it. So, moving into the how do you feel portion of the show.
Okay.
Yeah, how are you feeling?
Do a little check-in.
Yeah.
I am, okay, so I'm still feeling good.
Okay,
I'm still going to go
good.
with an 8 if we're
You're
doing a
looking
scale
good
of
too.
1
Your
to 10.
makeup is
Thank
really
you.
nice.
Today I'm actually taking family photos. And
How
it's our
cute
first
is that?
It's our first family photo with a whole family with 2 children.
That is
So
adorable.
touch and pray, say a little prayer.
Amen.
Because that 2-year-old be giving me a run for my money at these photo
I
shoots.
love him, by the way.
He is my wild child.
I mean, that video I saw of
He's
him
so-
throwing that remote on the
Girl.
ground.
And then he'd look at me like,
what you gonna do about it?
exactly, yeah.
Who's gonna
He
check
be giving
me?
me a run. So it's a very busy day, but it's a good day. It's
Good.
busy, full of great things. So I'm still going to say an 8. How about
Okay.
you?
I am at an 8 as well. I feel like
Okay.
we're just gonna keep saying 8s, but that's
We're
kind
going
of
to get to a 9.
That's what it
soon.
is.
Yeah.
Like I feel good. I am on day 3 of no drinking.
Are you? Is this
I
a
am.
day something, or are you just doing it?
I mean, I'm gonna go as long as I can.
Okay.
But if I do drink, I'm gonna try to only do champagne.
Okay, and what brought this on?
Your girl was coming home every day after a hard day of work. Well, not coming home, but look, I work from home. But closing the laptop and then going to get a glass of wine. And I was like, this is becoming a little too routine.
Okay,
This is becoming like
A habitual-
a habitual thing as opposed to like, do you really want a glass of wine? You know what I mean? So I said, Carmen, you're going to challenge yourself this week to not drink.
Okay.
So I am going to a friend's birthday party today, so it's going to be a challenge.
Okay.
So pray for your girl. Y'all keep me in your prayers.
You can do this.
But like I said, if I do have a drink, I'm going to opt for like a glass or 2 of champagne.
Okay.
Yes.
Glass or 2 of
So
champagne.
I'll keep you posted.
Keep us posted.
Yes.
When I see people that are saying that, I'm like, I
What
think I don't
happened?
drink enough. I don't drink enough to have
Yeah.
ever been
That's
like,
good.
I'm gonna take time off. I'm such a lightweight.
That's a good
that
thing.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
What would you say, Carmen, is like the most auntie thing that you have found yourself doing lately?
You know what? I honestly, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things, but I just laughed at myself the other day because I was sitting on the couch watching CNN. And I had like a bowl of apple pie and some ice cream and my headscarf on and my muumuu. And I was looking at CNN and I was like, that's a shame.
Not that's a shame.
I was looking at the news like, The
What is
world
going on in the world?
The world is so troubled. And I just cracked up laughing at myself.
That
I was
is
like, that
very
is so
auntie-ish
auntie
of you.
Like, who am I?
Who are you? I think that is my auntie moment, is like, who are these people? I don't know any of the young kids anymore.
I don't either.
The songs come on the radio. I have no clue who anybody is.
Yeah, who is it?
I mean, if I literally started to say some names that I thought were right, y'all would really be talking about me. But I'm super lost when it comes
Nieces
to
and nephews.
music,
Please
for sure.
keep the aunties
Help.
updated on
Send
what's
help.
going on in the world. We don't know who y'all are,
We
what
don't
y'all
know.
doing. But hey, it is
It
what
didn't
it
be
is.
sounding alike, so there's
Yeah,
that.
it does. And so usually at this time we give our own Auntie is over it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we have a Facebook group, which we're really excited about. It's growing. So join our closed group on Facebook. So some of our aunties and uncles share with us what they were over in the group. So I'm just going to read a couple of them because I so could relate to these.
Let's see if we agree.
So the first one is from Devi. She basically said that she's just over the laziness.
Okay, Devi.
She's over the fact that the boys and girls don't want to do nothing no more. They don't work as hard, she said. I'm with her on it. It's like the entitlement is out of control.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree and I disagree. I
Okay,
agree.
talk to us.
And this is a conversation that I find myself having too about, very auntie, these young generations, they don't have no hustle. They don't have no get up and go. They don't want to work for it. So I
Right.
do agree with that part. But then the other side is, ideally, I don't want to have to work so hard. I don't want to teach my kids that they have to go out here and slave. So can we figure out a better way to maximize our
meet in the
time?
middle.
Yeah, meet in the middle.
Okay.
So I agree and disagree.
All right.
So we got Uncle Rob. Hey, Unc.
Yeah,
Who
hey.
says he agrees with you, Carmen. He's over mumble rap. He is over it.
The mumble rap, I'm so over it. I know I said
But
this
not the
last
Migos.
episode.
They get an honorable
Migos,
mention.
you get a pass.
Yes, you get a pass.
But like, I'm just kind of, I don't know. And you asked me what kind of rap I listened to last time, and you laughed at me when I said Queen Lie. You thought that was so funny.
I did.
What kind of rap do you listen to?
What are the options? Like trap rap,
You're
mumble rap,
asking me?
drill rap. I don't listen to drill rap.
Okay.
I would say, if there was a category, it would probably be
What
a
is drill
trap rap. Drill rap is like Chicago. No, drill rap is like Chicago gang based. Shoot 'em up, kill 'em, bang bang.
Oh, okay.
It's not for us.
All right.
You're
Got
not
it.
a drill. No,
Not
it's not for us.
interested.
But I'm gonna Google the different categories. I'll let you know next week. Participation trophies. I don't know who said this, but I am over that.
Yeah, that's Rob,
that
too.
lifestyle. I'm with you on this one because I'm not about that participation trophy life because that's not real life.
If you got an A+, you got an A+. If you won, you won. You know,
If you
don't
lost,
get,
you lost
and if
this
you
time.
lost, you lost. You don't get a pat. I mean, maybe you get a pat on the back, for being a good sport.
Good try. Good try. But you don't get the same award that the winner gets.
You don't get the same award. And I'm just tired of everybody feeling like everybody has to be included at all times.
Yeah, and
know what I
because
mean?
I think we are like hyper focused on being politically correct to
Yes.
the point where we are almost like we're limiting ourselves by we're doing ourselves a disservice by
We're
trying
doing
to
our
be
children a
so
disservice
politically
as well
correct
because now they don't understand, like we said, the importance of hard work.
that part.
Next up, we have wearing hoodies in 100-degree weather. I've been seeing that a lot, and I
will die.
Still don't
Global warming?
understand what that's about.
I don't either because how can you not pass out? It is so hot outside right now. I don't know what's going on. I think it's like nationwide, but it's
And it's
Don't
going to be
do that.
103 degrees in Atlanta next week, so
Don't do
please
it.
don't try it, y'all.
Yeah.
Let's just summer clothes in the summer, winter clothes in the winter.
G-Unit wife beaters. Do you remember those?
I
the
do,
G-Unit
like with the
50
red,
Cent.
white, and blue.
Yeah.
I do remember that. That was a good time.
Pull those out.
Good era. Watching YouTube all day.
But
the
y'all can watch us.
entitlement. Yeah, definitely watch us. T. Nicole says the entitlement and how they cannot survive without their cell phones.
Now, T. Nicole, I think I might be in the they that can't survive without their cell phones.
I think, it's like permeating all across society, that one.
It is,
not being
because
able
you got
to
work. You're working from your phone.
Yeah. Is it just them? We don't know. And then the last one, everybody's overly sensitive.
And I definitely agree with you on
Why do you think
one.
that is? Why do you think they're so sensitive?
I think it goes back to, it's all the same. The participation award, the entitlement, the overly
Yes.
sensitive. I think it's all just a very
It's all together.
Self-centered. If I need to feel good about what you are saying. Like, I need to feel good about your statement. And if the statement that you're making makes me feel some type of way, then you should not make
all
that
hell
statement.
is gonna break loose.
I've literally had conversations with people where on Girl Stop Playing, I talk about, and not talk about, but we'll have conversation about, you know, women who have, one episode was like a woman who had, you know, 5 baby daddies or something. And then I would literally have a conversation the next day, like, well, maybe you shouldn't be talking about, you know, people who have multiple baby daddies, because you know it's people who work with you, work for you, you know it's people in your family, you know. So I'm not supposed to have these conversations because something I said made you feel some type of way about your life decisions. What if this conversation can help save someone from making those decisions?
And some things just do apply in that scenario.
And a hit dog is always going to holler.
If it don't apply, let it fly. That's something old school people say.
So if it's ruffling your feathers, you got to check yourself.
So thanks for those submissions, aunties and uncles. We so appreciate it.
Oh, it's about to get a little spicy.
So guess what?
Yeah.
It's time for some trivia.
We're about to play a little game, y'all.
Yeah.
Wait, is this for us?
This is for
or this
you.
For them? Oh, it's for me.
This is for you, Auntie Cole. You didn't even know.
It's for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you are on.
I am on the spot.
And you are in the hot seat, okay?
Oh my gosh.
All right. So these are examples of, I guess, terms, text messages, things like that the new Generation Z, is using.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to test your knowledge. See how cool you are. Are you the cool auntie?
Let's see. Am I the cool auntie?
All right. So, Auntie Cole, first up, what does ASL mean via text?
Okay, so I know this one because we talked about this.
Okay.
So I'm cheating on this one. But this is as hell.
As hell.
However, can we get some sound effects and be like, ding, ding, ding?
Yeah.
But listen, y'all, first of all, little kids, that does not mean as hell.
Doesn't mean,
ASL.
It doesn't. It makes zero sense.
It makes 0 sense. So let me know in the comments why that is. Okay.
Okay, next up. What does Riz mean?
Can I phone a friend?
Who you gonna phone?
You. What does it mean? What?
Riz means charisma.
No.
Like somebody, a cool dude with charisma?
No.
Yep, that's
Where'd
what
you
it
get that
means.
from,
That's
Carmen?
Everyone is saying it. Google, do your Googles.
Excuse me, people in the
All
room.
right.
Have y'all heard of that?
Okay,
Okay.
what's the
real
further
meaning, Ty?
meaning?
It can't be that. Like a finesse.
Yes.
Okay.
You can do that.
Oh,
If you have the Riz, comment.
If you got the
down
Riz,
below.
identify yourself.
Okay. Next
Wow,
up.
definitely wasn't gonna get that one.
Oh gosh, this is tough. What is TNTL
TNTL
via text?
via text. TN. Try not to lie.
Yeah! Ding, 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 ding. You did it.
I need some good sound effects for that one. Wow. Okay. I don't even know how I got that one. Okay, I'm proud of myself for that.
You're
It just
in
came.
tune.
Yeah,
You're in tune
I'm the cool auntie.
with Gen Z. All right. Next up, WYWH. Think about it.
WYWH. What you want, ho?
Close.
Okay. Okay, wait.
Not
What you
really.
want? No, not
Wish
close.
you were here. Wish you were here. That is the answer.
Okay.
And
Give Auntie a
last
pass.
but not least,
Wish
what is
you
a
were here.
munch?
Okay, so I know this one.
How you know
Ice
this one?
Spice, right?
Okay.
You a munch. Think you a munch.
Uh-huh.
That's just a gentleman that you use for oral sex only.
That is correct. Ding, ding, ding.
Who is the cool auntie? You know I'm
You.
coming for you,
High
Carm.
five.
I'm coming for you because I didn't know
All
that
right.
was for me.
It's for you.
Yeah, I'm
It was
coming
for
back
you.
with some-
I didn't want you to know it was for you. It
Clearly.
was more fun that way.
That
All
was
right.
fun. Okay.
All right, moving on, guys. Getting into the auntie time.
Tea time.
We
so,
have some hot topics.
yes, let's get into AI.
Yeah. So what's going on with you in this AI? Because
What am I doing out here?
I haven't seen all your photos.
I'm obsessed.
And every time I see him, I'm like, wow, she is really
I'm
that
in
is
it.
AI code.
That is AI code. I have created a whole AI code is here with something to say. Okay, I am getting into this AI, and when we say AI, there are these generators where you can literally upload your photos. You have to do like 8 photos of yourself, and then it creates. It basically puts a remnant of your face onto these characters.
Definitely.
I think it's weird if you are posting these like it's you.
Okay.
Now, I give a disclaimer when I
And
post
accepting
mine.
compliments like, ooh, you're so pretty.
That part, right? I post them and very clearly say this is AI code, right?
Yes,
this
you
is
do.
AI code.
I have to give you credit.
But I've seen people posting it like with just regular captions, like this is just y'all, and that to me is funny. But when y'all see my AI code picture in my press kit, don't judge me because mine are actually looking good, and I like trying on different
they're really
hairstyles.
nice. I like them.
I actually sent my makeup artist one of my AI codes and was like, "This is the makeup I want today.
This is the look I'm going for. This is.
So I'm using it to my advantage.
I love it. No, AI scares me.
Does it? What scares you?
Really
this in particular, or just AI?
I mean, just
period.
AI period. Like I don't know how far this is going to go.
Oh, it's going to go too far.
And I'm one of those people that I'm kind of anti-technology in a way. It's really weird. Like I love technology, but I also hate it. And so I've been like refusing to use any AI stuff.
Ma'am.
But the other day I was like in a crunch trying to get something done, write up a job description or something like that. And so I was like, let me see about this chat GPT or whatever it's called. Girl, they wrote my job description in
Fire.
5 seconds.
Girl.
And I was like, I'm done. I had to make a few edits and I sent it right off. And I was like, and after I did it, I felt both stupid and empowered at the same time.
Like, why haven't I been doing this?
No, I just felt like, are we going to get dumber over time?
Yes, of course we are. Because I mean, seriously, it's like
not good.
People don't know how to read clocks now because they have cell phones. People don't know. Society is going to slow down as technology speeds up.
I'm going to need y'all to learn how to read
For now,
clocks.
we need to take advantage of it, especially if you're an entrepreneur. It is so amazing the things that you can do with AI. And Chat GPT, I feel like, is just the tip of the iceberg. So that's real auntie. Don't be that auntie that's like, ain't social media, cell phone. I ain't getting no cell phone.
I'm like
Don't
borderline.
Don't. Because
one foot in, 1 foot out.
we gonna bring you on along though, because business, girl. And as I learn stuff,
I'm
gonna
thinking
tell
about the nieces and nephews who
y'all
can't
need to get with
read and
it.
write.
Well, y'all need to learn how to read and write. But if you can learn how to leverage AI, like in what you do, if you are an entrepreneur, do it.
Okay.
So
I'll
that it
take
don't put you
Well,
out of
speaking
business.
of AI.
Yes.
Did you know there was a young lady named Karen Marjorie who's created an AI version of herself, and she charges people $1 per minute to chat with her, and she anticipates being able to earn $5 million per month.
And what is she talking to people about?
She acts like their girlfriend.
Oh, is she like a sex line? Like
She's
Girl
just like
9?
an AI bot. She is a very pretty girl who I guess she gets a lot of attention on social media, on Snapchat or TikTok, and one of those, And I guess she got so much attention that she was like, you know what? I need another me. And another me, and another me. And she's going to end up making $5 million. Would you ever do that?
I would absolutely do that.
I think I would too.
I would absolutely. Listen.
I'm not against that.
So it's so many things that I feel like technology is going to open up the door for.
Absolutely.
Like as these platforms, come around, everybody learns how to monetize
And
off
you're
of
going to be
them.
making a lot of money.
So either get with it or get left behind.
Yeah,
And I don't think she's doing anything inappropriate. So, and even if she is, it ain't the real her. So do you, sis?
I don't either. All right. Good luck, Karen. What's her name? Karen Marjorie.
good luck, Karen.
Good for you. Did you see Auntie Monica hop into the crowd and
Very auntie
kick down
of
the
her.
door and slap your chick? Well,
Very
stop somebody
auntie.
from slapping a chick.
Very auntie of her. What's even more disturbing is the fact that this was even going on. So at a Monica concert.
Yeah, give
Well,
me the
I don't know if it was
background.
a Monica concert.
Yeah, it was her
She was
concert.
performing. Was it like a festival or something? Either way, it was a concert. Monica
She was
was
on
performing.
stage.
She was on stage in Detroit, sees a woman being assaulted by a gentleman,
Yes.
and basically like stops the concert, goes down, into the crowd to, make sure homegirl was
Gunica
safe.
hopped out.
However, Gunica definitely showed up. But why would you feel comfortable enough to do this to me in public?
Why are you? What's
Because
going on?
what is going on at the house is what worries me.
Yeah, and Monica said, not in my house.
Not over here.
Yeah.
You gonna do what you gonna do outside of this door, but and that's how I feel too. I can't control what you do at your house, but in my space, I don't
want to see it.
want to see that.
And so kudos to Monica for being a good auntie.
What do you do though, Auntie Carmen? If you are out and you see somebody being like assaulted, do you mind your business or?
No, I could never just mind my business. Now, we live in a crazy world where it's like you almost don't know if you can intervene because you might end up with something upside
that
your
part,
head.
That part.
Shot worse, something like that. So it's like you definitely just don't leave the scene, but I think you have to use discernment and try to figure out how you can stop it, get help, get assistance. I don't know. It's such a hard place to be in.
It is.
You
It
know?
is because you don't ever want to. Like, I could never.
But just keep
see
that thing
somebody
in your
on the
purse.
sidewalk, bleeding on the sidewalk, and I'm gonna walk by. No,
Right.
no. But if
Right.
I see you in an altercation, I don't know that I can intervene because there have been so many stories where somebody tries to step in. Recently, a gentleman
Yeah.
tried to step in and help a woman out. He ends up getting killed, and the woman leaves with the man she was getting assaulted by.
Oh my God.
So I'm not gonna go home to my family tonight because I'm trying to save you from something you clearly don't want to be saved from.
But you know
I
what?
can't be involved.
That just keeps us going in the opposite direction of like community.
It does.
Right, because community is supposed to
does.
be, and this is what aunties and uncles are supposed to be about, right? Being in community, being able to say, "Hey, what y'all doing over there?" You know, and now we can't even.
it's tricky.
We really can't even do that. So,
That is
but shout
tricky.
out to Monica for being
not
the goon
being
that
okay.
she is. Okay.
Yes.
And the last thing I just want to touch on real quick is Carly Russell. Again, we found her, and I know last episode we were defending our good
I didn't
sis.
defend.
Okay, well,
I didn't defend her.
I was.
Carmen defended
I was
you.
defending Carly because I wanted it to be
You wanted it to be very true. You wanted her life to have been in danger.
correct. Turns out she was lying to us.
Lying her ass off.
And we're upset about it. But I just got one thing to say about it. Youngins, y'all gotta learn how to pull your stunts in shows a little better than that.
It was bad.
If you're gonna do it right. I don't recommend anybody doing it, but I feel like the people the millennials, the Gen Xers, the boomers, we would have pulled it off a little bit better than that.
We would have been a little smarter.
We just would have been a little smarter with the way that we were going to navigate that. Sister was Googling how to get away with murder or whatever she Googled. I don't remember. But
Basically.
it was just, I just feel like, Carly, next time you want to try something like that, call her auntie.
Next time you want to, first of all, there should not be a
Never
next
do it.
time. But I
Never
feel like
do it
I
again.
have definitely watched enough Scandal,
Right.
Law and Order. I've watched enough of these shows to at least know what not to do.
What not to do.
Right?
Never-
Because you could walk outside and there's a camera that can ping you from anywhere.
And just never Google the items you're about to use and whatever crime you're about to commit. Never
was
use
all
credit
very
cards.
bad.
These are all things that we should all just already
Technology.
know.
And I feel like it's kind of sad that the generation that grew up with technology are not understanding how this works.
Y'all use technology for
Every day.
everything.
Yeah. And
like,
that technology is now using you.
And it,
Yep,
listen,
it is. So
but
get
Carly,
it together.
glad you're home.
I don't know. That was really weird. What did you do? Oh, she did it for the boyfriend. That was the thing, right?
I don't
she was
even.
getting back at her boyfriend.
I stopped listening after she got back and they started talking about Cheez-Its and everything.
This is my
and
auntie advice.
I was just like,
in the situation.
yeah.
If you ever feel like you have to go to this length of craziness, step outside of yourself, outside of your sanity,
Yeah.
to try to make an impression or make an impact or, get somebody to do what you want them to do, you're doing too much. And that is not the person for you. If you have to play dead, it ain't him, sis. It's not him.
You should never have to play dead.
You
in
should
your
not have to play
relationship.
dead. I
think
should
that's
not have to hold myself hostage.
That's the takeaway.
That's the takeaway. And your mama tried to hold you down, but your daddy, y'all gotta go watch that clip.
I gotta see it.
I sent it to you,
Did
Carmen.
you?
They asked the mama, are you sure she got kidnapped? And the mama was like, yes, she sure did. And the
Absolutely.
daddy was like, started convulsing, like, I cannot be part of this.
I can't.
Y'all are a mess.
Oh my gosh, Carly, I don't know, girlfriend.
Speaking of being a mess,
Yeah.
let's talk about social media. Is
Okay.
social media making our lives messier? Or is it?
Definitely.
It definitely is.
It certainly is.
So there's good and bad in everything.
Yeah.
If there was, what's your opinion? Is there more good or more bad that social media
At this
brings?
point in time, more bad.
Really?
I believe in the beginning it was good. It was wholesome. I think the first social media, okay, we already talked about MySpace and AOL and all of that good stuff. What was your AOL name? Screen name?
Girl, I do not remember. I have no idea.
Mine was Tight Jeans and Timbs.
Wow. That's a memorable name.
That's why it was tight jeans and Tim's. Tim's was like in during that time, and I was just like, yeah, that's gonna be my name. So anyway, just thought I'd ask.
That's hilarious.
But in terms of social media, like I feel like it was so wholesome in the beginning. It
was just fun.
Facebook had came out when I was like a freshman in college, and only college students could get on.
Yep.
It was really wholesome. Now it's the Wild Wild West.
I agree.
Full of conspiracy theories and
I got some conspiracy theories.
okay. Next episode, full of conspiracy theories and scammers and
Yes.
you can't buy
The
nothing on
fakes and the frauds.
Facebook Marketplace
Girl,
no more because
you
everybody
literally cannot.
is asking you for a code and your phone number and an email address. It's just like really, we're not safe.
Now you said something there because it's full of frauds.
Yeah. So in terms of social media, I feel like things are just getting worse and worse and worse. But let's talk about filters on social media. Do you use filters?
I do use filters in my stories.
Do you feel like you use it like
Like I have to have a filter.
often? Yeah.
No, I don't think that I know people who won't post without a filter.
Me too.
I am not.
Me too.
Like people know what my real face looks like.
Yeah, and I don't mind posting a bare-faced video.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom is sometimes like, girl, did you just roll out of bed? And I'm like, listen, the people they want to see me transparent.
They wanna see the real
They want the
you.
transparency.
They do.
Okay, so I use filters every now and again, but I wouldn't say it was like I have to use a filter.
And sometimes the filters are just like so harsh that they don't even. It doesn't even look like you.
It doesn't look like you. And I wonder like how people feel. The people that consistently use filters like that. I think what is that called? It's like the California filter. It makes you look like Kylie Jenner, and then a couple of
Or
other
the Bratz dolls ones with the eyes.
And it's like
Or the lips.
So you gotta ask yourself, what's happening psychologically when people continue to do that on a daily basis?
What I'm wondering is like, what do you do in real life?
Yeah.
You know, like, are you self-conscious in real life? I've had people say to me on, multiple occasions, like, you actually look like you look like on Instagram.
I was shocked when somebody said that
I'm
to
like,
me.
do people not look like, what do you mean by that? I don't, okay, thank you.
No, that's
all
definitely
right.
a compliment. I went to the Black Excellence Brunch a few weeks ago or months ago, and somebody that I'm like really cool with, online, I saw her and she was like, wow, you look like you look online. And I was like, thanks,
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just really, it's getting out of hand with the filters.
It's a lot. And
Yeah.
and we know it's a filter.
And we know it's a filter. All right. So apparently the most popular filter is Clarendon. Just FYI.
Really?
That's
Okay.
like a
You
little
did some
known
research
fact.
on that.
Yeah.
Come on.
All
Okay.
right. So in terms of platforms, what would you say is your favorite? I think my favorite, honestly, is Twitter.
Really?
I love Twitter. Love Twitter. You get the news right there on the dot. I like writing, so I feel like that's a part of it. Like where I can just write out my thoughts. That's kind of what Threads is doing right now too. So,
I really like Threads. Threads reminds me of Twitter like 08, 09, like real.
In the beginning.
In the beginning, before it got crazy, when you weren't worrying about how many followers you got and,
before the Tesla man got a hold of it.
Before all of that, it was just like, you're just on here having fun. So I did, I'm an original tweeter from the Twitter. But I still really like Instagram. As much as it annoys me, I still like Instagram.
Why does it annoy you?
Well, it annoys me as a business owner.
'cause you
Using it for my
consistently
business.
have to- yeah, okay.
But just scrolling for entertainment purposes, I like Instagram.
Yeah.
I like TikTok too. Just scrolling,
I
but
cannot
not
stand TikTok.
Really?
I really can't.
I get lost. I go down the
And
rabbit
that's
holes on
exactly
TikTok.
why I hate it. It's like every 15, it's like you don't have a choice in the matter. It's like every 15
going,
seconds,
yeah.
it's just like a video here, video there. And it's like, okay.
It's a lot.
And then, like you said, you end up in a rabbit hole. And next thing you know, I'm trying to make watermelon popsicles from scratch.
Yeah.
And
Girl,
3 hours have gone by.
TikTok got me. We went on a little date night getaway to a little overnight suite. Got that off of TikTok. Recipes, we get them off of TikTok. We're going on a family trip. I'm packing. They got the over-door shoe organizer. You pack up the whole family in that. Girl, I'm doing all the
So
things
you
off of
learning
TikTok.
things.
I'm learning things. I'm trying to use it and get my
That's
mom
awesome.
on. Yeah.
Now, Facebook, Facebook is an interesting place.
Yeah, I'm not.
And I think mostly boomers use that. So I think there's a difference between how all of the generations use
For sure.
social media.
For sure.
Boomers super love Facebook. And I think the Gen Zers are more TikTokers. But I don't know. Millennials, I think we kind of just like...
We're all over.
We be in the middle. You know what I mean? So anyway, we basically have just done the most on social media. Things have gone crazy. And
do you think social media is making our relationships harder to get into or stay in?
I think it's making relationships definitely harder to stay in because there's so many items on the menu. There's so many things you can see. Like, I mean, if you really are not disciplined, you can just go shopping on there. You know, if you're a man, especially because there's booty everywhere.
This is true.
Like we talked about the other day, there's twerking galore. There's ass. And if you're a woman, if you look hard enough, you can find you.
Ooh, Carmen, I have a question.
What?
So you know how Instagram, when you go to someone's post, it'll show you, it'll say like liked by, and if you're following the person
Awkward.
that's liked it, it'll show their name.
Yeah.
Your husband's on social media.
He is.
Is it okay or problematic for your husband to like, I'm not talking about commenting, but liking not just a post of the opposite sex, but if it's like a workout video and she's squatting, or if it's like a swimsuit video and she's
triggered.
How do you feel about that?
Problematic.
Problematic. Okay.
Now, I'm not somebody who, I don't check my man's phone. I don't check his social media. Like, I don't check his DMs. But if I happen to come across a post which you have liked and we're like following the same person so I can see it, it gets awkward. Like if it's a picture or a video of her like with her booty to the camera, or like you said, squatting, or her tits propped up on the camera and you liked it, it's like kind of like, what were you doing? Like how... And
what do you like about this?
Yeah, what do you like about this? That kind of thing. So I am very careful about the photos that I like on Instagram, the things I like on Twitter, just because I know other people can see it. You know what I mean? And I think that's why some people have Finsta pages.
Yes, this is the thing.
Fake Insta pages. And do you know that they found all of Richard Lawson's likes on his Twitter
dug up
page?
Those tweets. Yeah.
Tina Knowles' ex-husband. So apparently he's been liking some filth on Twitter.
Yeah.
And the people called him out about it. And I'm like, can y'all just leave Uncle alone?
He ain't know no better. I did not know that y'all was going to be able to dig up them likes.
And y'all trifling. Y'all stay digging up stuff on
They do, and it's real investigators out here.
But here's the thing about social media. I think it has turned people into meanies, mean girls, mean boys and mean girls, right? So I'm going to give you an example.
Okay.
On a Beyonce post, right? Well, actually, this is a Black Detroiters post about a Beyonce concert. And we had somebody in the comments. Everybody was really excited about it because everybody wanted to go see Beyonce. This person, his name is DK. I'm going to say your name because this is just, why'd you have to say this? DK Roan. I'm praying for you all attending the concert. She's definitely into something demonic. Act accordingly. So that was the first. That's the first post. That's the first meme post that I want to talk about. First of all, how did we get here with Beyonce in terms of her being demonic? Like, what about Beyonce is demonic? Like, why did you feel the need to go on that nice post and say that? Like, it's just craziness to me.
Do you want a real answer?
Sure.
I think it's a conspiracy theorist answer.
Okay, talk to us.
Well, the conspiracy theorists, I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Okay.
Well, I dibble and dabble in lots of conversations. Okay. But there have been some symbolism over the years that, you can make anything fit your theory based on your theory.
Yes.
So, the conspiracy theorists will say that, if she takes a photo on a white horse, that she's channeling this. If she takes a photo with doing this symbol, she's channeling that. I'm 1 foot in and 1 foot out.
Okay. Well,
so my 1 foot in knows that they say she's channeling something, but my 1 foot out don't know exactly what it is that they say she's channeling. Something demonic. I don't know. But, whatever you want the answer to be, you could find.
And I did see something about the goats or something.
The goats, the white horses. I don't know. I can't keep up.
I don't know either, but anyway. So thank you for that comment, sir, I guess. But the next one was about Tina Knowles and Richard Lawson again. And they were talking about Tina. And he says, King Avery 25th says, she kept the name of the man that she left for cheating and got remarried. Now getting another divorce. She will die alone. Good thing she's rich. And again, just the audacity that people have behind a computer screen to say these things about people. The lady gonna die alone?
How do you know?
The power of the tongue.
That sounds like you have energy behind that comment.
Yeah, like what does that mean?
Are you getting like joy out of thinking that somebody's gonna die alone?
What does that mean? And then here's my last one that I want to share, because I found a lot of them, but this last one is personal to me, so I'm gonna share it.
Was it about you?
Well, it's about my business.
Okay.
So this person came onto the post and said, her name is same 1214.
Same 1214.
Yes. She said, I wanted to join until I saw a Reddit post from a member or someone who worked there saying it's for women 24 to 26. I chuckled and closed the application. And so I blocked her. But at the end of the day, it's just like, why did you feel the need to come on the page and do all of that? Like, nothing. Do your research.
She felt rejected. And when people
Why?
She's obviously not 24, 25, or 26.
Yeah, but that's not the age range for this.
Well, she saw that and got triggered. She got triggered to the point where she needed to come tell you.
So I'm just like, anyway,
get out of here with all that, y'all.
My whole point is just like, who has time to go into people's comments and make these kinds of posts? To me, it's just social media has turned everybody into a asshole.
It's giving you a platform to say things that you definitely would not say in real life. Ever. You would not say that in real life. So get out of here with that. Yeah. Just use social media wisely, I guess, to wrap up the social media conversation.
For sure.
There is a lot of great things that you can do with social media. Establish relationships. Actually being social on social media, do that. But the mean stuff, the Twitter fingers, the saying things that you know you would not say in somebody's real face, don't do that, because you could run into... True story. You can run into these people in real life and not even know that you've been arguing with them on Instagram.
Oh my gosh.
I went to an event maybe in May, right? Mm-hmm. It was an awards. Like, a girl I know had this event. She wanted to honor all of these women. So we're at this event. All of the women got these awards. Everybody went up and said a few words. At the end of the event, one of the women comes up to me and she's like, girl, I started to not come over here, but I just got to introduce myself. I'm so-and-so and so-and-so. Girl, we got into it on Instagram a couple years ago. She was like, do you remember? And when she started explaining to me, I definitely remember. And I'm like, girl, that's you? And she's like, yes, that's me. I'm like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. And sure enough, she blocked me. I blocked her. I'm like, girl, let me go and unblock you, girl. You cool, you know, like.
Damn.
But what if there was like beef and I'm sitting in the same room with somebody that I didn't went back and forth with on Instagram, and now, you know, she's really still mad years later.
I used to go back and forth on Instagram, and I decided I was just going to start blocking people like we talked about.
Yeah, just block them, because people are crazy.
It's just not worth it.
People are crazy.
But yeah.
So we're about to get into Dear Auntie. Thank y'all to everyone who continues to send us these questions. Yeah. Before we get into our Dear Auntie advice, we're going to take a quick commercial break, because if you happen to own a boutique and you got some cuteness that you want the aunties to wear, send it our way. Okay, send us an email, dearauntipod@gmail.com. I today happen to be rocking some fabulous earrings.
They are so
from
pretty.
Luxurious Chaos. We'll link them below. And my shirt, All Eyes on Me. This is from In My Own Lane Boutique. Hook up Auntie Carm.
Yes.
Okay? I got you some stuff coming though.
Oh, thanks.
I hooked you up.
Hey, girl.
But seriously, we are all about supporting Black-owned businesses. So send us some stuff, okay? We will share it. Link y'all down below.
So I don't have to
y'all.
steal her earrings.
Yeah, just send her some stuff. Okay, so let's get into this advice, because we have a couple questions that we want to help y'all with. So first up, Dear Aunties, I am someone who has been conditioned to be a fix-it woman. What are some ways or recommendations you can do daily to get out of this way of life that was initiated by life and generational trauma? That would alleviate some of the mental and emotional pain I'm feeling. I've been attempting to step away and focus on self to get away from this mind-numbing painfulness, as this has been the norm my whole life. Oh, much love, Vanessa. Vanessa, I want to give you a virtual hug, first of all. Shout out to you for being self-aware enough to notice and recognize that you need to make some changes, and then being willing to, actually take the action to make some changes. I think for sure all of us are dealing with life and generational trauma. A lot of times things that we don't even know, like the root cause. And until you identify the root cause, you can't really do the work to fix that issue so that it doesn't continue to resurface. Because I think unhealed issues, they're going to show up at work. Then they're going to show up with your man. Then they're going to show up with your best friend. They're going to continue to show up.
Always pop their little
They're
head
going to pop out.
Yeah.
So therapy, I'm always going to recommend therapy or a life coach, a life coach, whatever you prefer. But I would try to identify what from your childhood, because all of this stuff ends up being childhood trauma, but what from your childhood taught you that that's what you needed to do? Like, that is what is expected of you. I think a lot of us were raised to believe that we had to do like these performative things in order to get praise or in order to be loved. I have to do in order for someone to appreciate me. And really, you just have to be. And that's where the feminine comes in. Like, I just have to be. You are already doing enough just by showing up, being your authentic self. But it comes down to, that self-awareness, that self-love, and really self-appreciation. But the more you appreciate yourself, I think other people around you will start treating you different. What you got for Vanessa?
Well said, Auntie Cole.
Thanks.
Look at you.
You got to add anything?
This is what I'll say. I, too, am a recovering fix-it woman. Like, I have been that girl for my family, for my friends, and my relationships, because I just, for some reason, always had to just be the one to fix it. And so I went to therapy, and my therapist said to me something that sticks with me, and this is the advice that I give everybody else who has this same problem. She said, drop the ball. Allow the ball to drop. And when she said that, I was just like, she said, why do you always have to be carrying the ball and making the shots? She said, let the ball drop. What's going to happen? They're going to figure it out, right? And so that, when I started to really sit with that and really think about what that meant, I have not turned back since.
It takes the pressure off of you.
I'm in my soft era.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's my advice to you, sis.
And the world is not going to end. They will figure it out.
Yeah, Vanessa, just drop the ball, sis. Yeah. Keep it moving.
Okay.
All right, next up. Dear Aunties, I am a 24-year-old bartender living in Atlanta. I make pretty good money because I work at a popular club here and have a lot of regulars. However, over the last 3 months, I've been making content on OnlyFans. Okay. And making so much more money. It's a secret for now, and I haven't told my boyfriend, or my friends.
You told your aunties before you told
Lord
your
have mercy. I use a different name and don't show my face. No face, no case, I guess. But I have a few tattoos and piercings that are pretty recognizable. I'm scared that my man, family, and friends will find out soon, but the money is just so good. What do you think I should do? Your niece, Camille.
Camille, how good is the money, sis? What are we talking about?
Now, what you doing? Are you showing feet?
What you doing on the OnlyFans? Would you show your feet on OnlyFans, Carmen?
Hell yeah, I show my feet on
Yeah,
OnlyFans.
I would. Yep, I would as well.
Yeah, but that's another story. I don't have any tattoos on my feet, so nobody would ever know.
Yeah, that's good.
But
I'd be
in
found
this
out.
case, it sounds like
you doing something strange for a little piece of change. What are you doing, Camille?
it sounds
You didn't
like,
include that detail.
Yeah, because you're talking about piercings and tattoos, so that means your body is being shown, right? And it sounds like you're wanting to get more comfortable to the point where you're going to be able to show your face. As an auntie, I would never advise any of my nieces to start an OnlyFans page. I just wouldn't. I feel like that's the go-to in this era. Everybody has an OnlyFans page now. And so my recommendation is to get your little coins in Atlanta. It's enough people out here tricking in the clubs where you'll get a nice tip as a bartender or a bottle girl or whatever, or go get you another hustle. But I just feel like OnlyFans, because it's like I said, the direction it sounds like you were trying to go.
This is progressing.
It's getting the pressure is getting worse.
So she should shut it down.
Shut down my recommendation is to shut down your OnlyFans. Your boyfriend doesn't even know. Like, imagine that.
So does she still need to tell the boyfriend if she shuts it down?
Not if she
Are you
immediately
telling her?
deactivates. Please immediately deactivate.
That's Auntie Carmen advice. Okay, Auntie Co is not giving y'all that advice.
Get out of there quick.
I feel like this is my real auntie advice.
Okay, tell us.
You're what, 24? How old are you? I think you're 24. Yes, you're 24 years old, okay? I, too, was a bartender at a popular club here in Atlanta, and I know that the money is very good. However, we here now. You are here. You are on the OnlyFans, and now you are on the OnlyFans, and now you're jaded because you know what you can make there with that effort versus getting up and showing up and being somewhere, and being on your feet, doing all the things, going into the club, getting harassed for your money. I honestly feel like the damage is done, and the judgment that comes with being on OnlyFans, it's there. Even if you take it down, that's like going to be a stripper for a week and then you're like, I'm not a stripper no more. But you're still a stripper. You're a stripper. You're a stripper. You are a stripper. You're a stripper. So I feel like you are an OnlyFans girl now at this point. So you got to tell your boyfriend or find a new boyfriend. Like, I feel like you have to embrace it. I feel like you have to embrace it because let's just be realistic. If the money is that good, you're not about to listen to us to tell you to go shut it down. You're writing in for advice.
Well, maybe she is. Maybe she really does want our advice.
Okay, well, you're going to have to spin a wheel on this and flip a coin because Auntie Carmen says shut it down. Auntie Co says run it up.
Oh, my.
I mean, you there. You here now.
It is what it is.
Find a man that accepts you for the OnlyFans girl that you are.
They are out there.
They're out there.
However, y'all go find some other jobs besides OnlyFans.
But she's out there already, Carmen. It's on the internet. I feel like if people Google it, OnlyFans is gonna come up. So you might as well make that check because you've done yourself a disservice. I would never recommend anybody start an OnlyFans. Let me say that.
Okay.
I would never recommend that. But you're here now. That's what I'm saying. You're already there. You've already started it. You're already associated with the platform. Okay. So you might as well make the most of it because.
And there's other things you can sell on OnlyFans.
Yeah, she might not be like shaking ass. She might just
but
be.
It sound like, but she is.
So don't do that.
So anyway, so that's our advice.
That's our advice. Do with it what you will.
Yeah.
Let us know what you end up doing. And how much money are we talking? Do I need to show some toes?
Write in and tell us
on
that.
the OnlyFans. And if you want some advice, Dear Auntie Pod at gmail.com and Dear Auntie Pod on Instagram. I think we got some auntie advice that's going to play on
we
audio,
have a voice
though,
note.
y'all. This is on audio. So if you are watching on YouTube, go listen on your favorite podcast player.
Janae in DC, actually. Janae DMV in DC. Thanks for sending in your advice.
Thanks, Auntie. Y'all, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Dear Auntie. Watching is not enough, though. You got to like this episode, subscribe on YouTube or on Apple Podcasts, leave us a review, and share with a friend.
Get like Jamaica.
Put us on the charts. Yeah, man, everything Irie. Peace out, y'all.
Bye.